What do you do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again with the new video. In today's video, we're gonna talk about coming or getting yourself in a situation, right? Due to a person who can't control his mouth or his liquor, and this happens in person a lot of times, man. And I'm gonna tell you a story about this, in where I had a homie who actually opened his mouth and started disrespecting a movement, and there was consequences because of this, right? So to start the story, it was when I just got kicked out of the shoot the second time, right? I went back to the yard to Tehachapi, 4A, and I landed on the upper yard. So when we landed on the upper yard, our neighbors end up being also the homie from East Los and the homie Speedy from up north, right? And it was like, all right, I know them. We're cool with this. That's not their names. I'm just throwing those names, right? But they were from that area, from East Los, and the homie from Modesto, from around there, Modesto, I believe, or from Modesto. And I was like, all right, I can fuck with these guys, right? So me and my Sally, right, and those two guys, we always used to make spreads together, do stuff together, because we know them, and they knew what's up with us. So we're just making pruno, making spreads, and just fucking with them tough, right? The thing about this is that Speedy was actually a member of a movement, right? But even though I didn't believe in that stuff, if somebody's cool, man, and you don't see, cause you get to know them as a person, man, and if they're cool, man, I'll fuck with them. If they're too much, I wouldn't. But he was cool. He had a good head on his shoulders. The only thing, he was part of that movement, right? So one day we decided to make pruno. So we start drinking. We got our Folger jars, and we just sipping, getting faded, right? Good as shit. So they open the door to go to yard. Hey, so we gonna go to yard? Shit, fuck it, let's go. So the thing about this, if you don't know how to control your alcohol, man, please don't go to yard. Please, you're gonna get yourself in the wreck. So we went out there, and I was talking to a homeboy, and that I saw the homie also being right there by a table of a certain movement, right? Prison gang. And he was talking to somebody, and I see him acting. He wasn't having a good conversation. He was, yeah, I can tell there was something was wrong, right? So I told him, homie, dispensa, I gotta bounce. So I went over there and got him. I said, what you doing, man? Come on. Because it was a little homie, right? He was probably 22 or 21, around that age. So I grabbed him, but it was a big individual. So I grabbed him and said, come on, let's go. So what are you doing? And I started talking to him. Like, hey, man, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? And then he started fucking going on the sick one. Man, screw this, and just telling me. And I was like, nah, shut up, man. Be quiet. Like, what are you doing, man? And then all of a sudden, we did the lap, and we come across them, and he started, screw this set, screw this other set. And I was like, oh, hell no. So right here, I just grabbed him by the neck, and boom, just, come on, let's go. So I took him to the wall, and I was like, fucking, let's just chill right here. Because I don't know what the fuck is about to happen right now. You just disrespected these guys, and they know what you just said. And there's a lot of witnesses. So thank God they didn't mollywop us right there, right? So they were like, we know that he's drunk. We're gonna talk to him when he's sober, right? Which I do appreciate that. I'm pretty sure he does I don't know. He didn't even care right there, but I did. So then we go to the cell, right? And I was telling the homie, hey, what are you doing, my boy? Like, why would you put us in that predicament, man? That's fucked up. So it's like, oh man, my bad, fuck my bad, all this, and I'm like, man, it is what it is. So when he sadly left to I don't know, to pill call or to medical. He went to medical. Then he was talking to me. He said, look, man, I feel my celly is having a different vibe. I said, come on, you can't blame your celly, man. You put him on the best spot. You just told him to screw your set. So right now, I'm pretty sure what he's trying to do is trying to fucking fix this shit. You know what I mean? So it doesn't get too big. He got love for you, man. Like, you just put him on the bad spot right now. And sure enough, Sally used to come back, and I was talking to Sally, to Speedy, and he was like, look, man, I'm gonna try and fucking see what we can do with this, because he fucked up big time, but he's my Sally. I'm gonna rock with him. I'm not gonna let him get jump, but we're gonna try to do something with this. Say, yeah, man, I understand that your Sally was drunk, and I know he was on the wrong, but I will understand that business are business. You have to do what you have to do. You know, especially since this, I call him idiot, did this, right? So it's all fun and games, right? I still fuck with them tough, do our thing. And I told the homie also that, look, man, the homie's gonna speak on your behalf. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna go to yard. No, it was just already like 2 days past. It was our yard time once again to go back, and it was the first time that we're gonna go out after that incident, right? So I told him, look, man, so what's the plan? So Speedy was like, I'm with you guys. He's my Sally. They're not gonna jump him. If they try to jump him, it's gonna crack. So I was like, all right. So it's gonna be us three, because my Sally, I was like, man, don't even trouble my Sally. It's all good. So it's like it's all us three against the guys, which it was like 7 of them. They weren't that deep, right? So it was like, okay, somebody's gonna have 3 on them. There's gonna be 2 and 2 on each one. So it's all right. So I told the homie, like, hey, let's go to the pull-up bar. Let's chill over here. Let's not be right here where all the movement is at. Let's try and separate ourselves so we can see who's gonna approach us and pay attention to the movement, right? So I'm working out right there. The homie's just right there posted, and then we see those guys approaching, all of them coming towards us. And here comes his Sally too with them. And the homie's like, oh, here they come. So okay, oh, don't even trip about me. Just don't pay no mind on me. I'm gonna be right here, but I'm paying attention. So they're talking right there, and I'm on the outs. Like, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. But the thing was, like, we gonna get off if they trying to jump you right now. Even though he was on the wrong, he shouldn't done that. But that's how it is sometimes, you know. Not all the time, but sometimes. So sure enough, man, they give this guy the pass. They understand he was drunk, and they're like, you know what? Speedy, you and Speedy gonna do a fade. That's what he wants to do, and there's just gonna be a witness right there to see that this happens. So yeah, they got down. They gave him a big pass. They didn't jump him. So like, shit, they didn't stab him. They didn't slice him. They didn't jump him. Shit, lovely, right? Because Sally spoke for him big time. And so they got down. Eventually, that was it, right? We end up getting moved to the to a lower yard. Remember, we were on the upper yard. We went to a lower yard. Now we end up going back to our old building, right? So I was like, okay, cool. We're back in our building. And sure enough, we are on the top tier. At this time, I was just me by myself now, and it was just those two Speedy and also, right? So the Batos, it was one day. I believe it was the first yard or second yard. And it was raining, man. It was raining. Like foggy out there, cold. And all of a sudden they opened the door. Hey man, you guys gonna go to yard or what? And I'm cool, man. It's cold. Well, they give you the announcement, 5 minutes to yard. So we were talking on the van. Said, nah, I'm not going, homie. Like, I'm tripping. It's fucking cold out there. Or the homie decided to go. The homie also. So he said, I'm going. I ain't tripping. Got his jacket on and everything. He goes out there. Starts walking, man. He doesn't even make it to the blacktop when he already got two on him. They jump him. And me and Speedy right there just chilling, minding our own business. And eventually somebody comes in, hey man, your celly got in a fight, got jumped. I'm like, what? So then I called Speedy and said, hey Speedy, like, what's up, man? What happened? And said, I don't know, man. Nobody told me that they were gonna do this and whatever. So I'm like, that's fucked up, man. So we just wait for Oso to come back, man. So Oso came back like, man, I got jump and shit, whatever. But Oso is a big guy, so two guys on him is nothing, right? And he was like, hey man, you guys knew about this shit, huh? I said, fuck no, we didn't know about that shit. Now we would I would have went out. I mean, come on, ain't nobody gonna jump you. But it happened. It was part of the consequences of your doing, man. And hopefully is done. And that was it. So you're cool now, or what's up? You want to do something about this, or what? What's going on? Which Speedy was mad because nobody told. They did everything behind Speedy's back. Didn't talk with Speedy to do this, according to him, right? And so the homie also was like, you know what? I understand that. Messed up big time. I deserve that. That's it. That issue, man. I don't want nothing to be done because of this. Let's not make this bigger than what it actually was. And I'm just happy that nothing bigger happened, right? Because he could have got stabbed. He could have got sliced. But they gave him a big pass since he was Speedy Sally, right? And I was like, all right, it is what it is. So from that, he learned his lesson of not going out there drunk, putting ourselves in jeopardy. Because it was not only him, but he put all of us in jeopardy, you know? It could have been all bad. And that's one of many situations you're going to come across in prison, and where you get a bond with somebody and like you don't know him to that extent, and he's going to put you in that predicament if you don't know who he really is. So now it's going to be your decision what you're going to do. Are you going to back him up, or you're going to be like, nah, homie, you done fucked up. That's your bad. Deal with it. And some people, they do back them up. Some people, they don't. No. And can you get mad at this? Who knows, man? But tell me what you think about this situation, man. Have you ever run into this type of stuff in prison or out in the streets? Because it can happen in the streets as well, man. Just remember, hit me on the comment. Tell me what you think about this. If you like this video, hit the like. If you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe. We'll highly appreciate it, man. So ahora sí, with this being said, buenas tardes, saludos a todos. I wish nothing but the best to you and your familia. I'm out. To next video. Gracias.